the Lakers, but I have a lot.
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At shooting guard.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
Well, guys, the Thunder may be in a rebuild, but the finished product could be special. They've got a lot of picks in the coming years, and they have shown a knack in the draft. In fact, after praising their number 6 pick, Josh Giddey, LeBron James labeled OKC's front office as their, quote, real MVP, praising their eye for talent. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Jalen Green is out there with Josh Christopher, and it's Martin in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also Josh Giddey out there, and it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Rockets win the tip. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Now here's Green. Martin outside. Back to Green. 4 on the clock. The teardrop. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Şengün, no good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Smith finds Green. Here's Christopher. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Williams.
Oh, okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And that one drops.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
Now here's Martin. And the bucket counts. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. From deep. Rockets with a rebound. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Driving to the basket and slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shai's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
The Rockets have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Outside, Green. Pass to Smith for 3. The Rockets with another miss. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Giddey. Rebounded by Green. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Dort for three. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Timeout called. Houston, they're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Robinson Earls checked in for Oklahoma City. Saric comes in for Williams. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. The Rockets, number one.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
Washington against Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington left side. 5 to shoot. The Thunder pull it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Dort right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. So Dort's got 5 now.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And it's Washington missing. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's guarded by Washington. Puts one up from 19. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Şengün. Washington outside. Shot to stop the run. Basket's good.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for three. Hits the three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Christopher misses.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Outside Giddey. Pass to Dort. Here's Saric. Defended by Şengün. Back to Dort. Now here's Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The long distance three is buried.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder? Dario Saric is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient, and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Şengün. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, his first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that. Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Count that bucket. Saric has gotten his first basket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
To the middle. Here's Christopher. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Robinson Earl. Dort for 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Christopher misses.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. The shot's good.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Green. And he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Green. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Pass to Smith. Outside, Green. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Green missing.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a fella who can fill it up. When Gilgeous-Alexander gets rolling, it throws the opponent's defensive plan into disarray.
Pass to Christopher. And no good. Saric with some nice D.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Good on the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots. And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Giddey. Dort for 3. They get it again. Now here's Williams. Puts up a 3. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists tonight.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
Well, B.A., it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about.
From deep, Giddey. No luck on that one. So Houston will take it the other way. Pass to Şengün. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Giddey. Kept alive. Here's Green. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Houston ball.
Here's the floater. And another shot. With 4 on the clock. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 19 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they went downtown and threw a party, and fortunately, we were all invited. The key is that shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks, and it's a blowout right now.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle. Win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite. Avocado toast.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
Here come your Thunder Girls.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, we've seen Luguentz-Dort really having a good game here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Stephen Silas. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Josh Christopher is out there with Jalen Green. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Pass to Christopher. Now Şengün. Green with the ball. Second chance shot. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 8 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
That one goes in.
Jabari Smith.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Martin picks him up. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. So Dort's got 20.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has 1 or 2 of those guys like him.
Timeout call, Houston.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
Williams is checked in for Robinson Earl. Williams comes in for Šarić. And Joe subbed in for Giddey. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Oklahoma City ball.
Oklahoma City has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Pass to Williams. And here's Dort. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Back to Green. Pass to Şengün. Now Green. 6 to shoot. Dort grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. They get it back. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And just continuing to impress at every level. Smith Jr. was a 5-star recruit, led Auburn to a great season as a freshman, and he's just starting to tap into his potential now. Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Christopher with the 10-footer. Tries again. Smith. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first one falls. Man, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Rockets. Kaminsky's checked in. Smith Jr. with incredible upside, Grant. And he's got the work ethic to make it all happen.
Yeah, he really does, B.A. He's a humble guy. He puts in extra time at practice, and it really shows in his skill set. Just very advanced for his age.
Dort, the pass to Williams. Here's Joe. The 3 is up. On target from range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Martin outside. Pass to Christopher. Kaminsky outside. And here's Martin. Clock at 4. And another miss by Houston.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pass to Joe. Here's Mann. Fires the three. Kaminsky pulls it in. 1:42 left in the third quarter. Christopher. Here's Smith. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Joe. Sinks it from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Green, the pass to Smith, and it's good for two. Smith's got 11 in the second half.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though? He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Kenyon Martin Jr. First personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City. So for the Rockets, Garuba's checked in for Kaminsky. Tate comes in for Martin. And Washington is subbed in for Christopher.
When you take a look at this Houston Rockets team, there is no question that they have talented scorers who can get it going quickly.
Outside Tate. Smith inside. Williams defending. Fader on the way. No good. A bit long that time. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Williams has got 6.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Washington. Pass to Smith. The Thunder pull it in. After this game, they can look forward to Utah, where they'll have a matchup against the Jazz. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
He gets it off. It's off. And so it's Oklahoma City cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, Lugans Dort out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Joe in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Well, Houston's shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Here's Tate. Here's Garuba. Pass to Nix. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Rockets. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put you on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
And no argument here. Tate passes to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. The Thunder pull it in. Robinson Earl's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Washington. From deep three-point range, that shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Garuba, no good. The Thunder have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 75 list came out last season, the top 75 players in NBA history. RJ, who do you think was the biggest snub?
Without a doubt, the biggest snub was Dwight Howard. When you see what Dwight Howard was and was able to do, and I understand if you want to look at the last 5-6 years of his career, but don't gloss over the first 10. He led a team to the NBA Finals, battling against the Lakers as the best player on the team, dominated the Eastern Conference, beat LeBron James, and we've seen how hard that is to do in the Eastern Conference. So to me, he is one of the top 75 players of all time.
Knicks can't get it to go.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
For the Thunder, Saric checks in for Williams. Giddey comes in for Joe, and it's man in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get. Attacked.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Washington right side. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Here's man. From deep, Giddey hits the trifecta.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Washington passes to Kaminsky. Washington outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's Giddey with a rebound. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been great this game, 58%. Here's Robinson Earl. And does again. Oklahoma City with a triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And Tate gets it to go.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
It's Dort on the wing. Shoots over Tate. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more. And here are the Rockets now.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
Yeah, it was a fun matchup this year. Neither team could gain an edge. It's the kind of rivalry you want to see between conference opponents.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Luguentz Dort.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Dort against Tate. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Giddey. Garuba with a rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
To the paint. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're in front by 33. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jalen Green.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside but cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for man.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And the Thunder in possession here. Oh, stolen by Tate. Down low. Pass to Nix. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.